know this song well, so I'm going to do it most definitely in one take. There's construction going on just outside my door, and you'll have to forgive them. They know not the music that they're disturbing in here. I'm not going to let them disturb it too much, and for that, I'm not going to fingerpick. I never do, so that's not going to be a surprise to you. But it may be a surprise to you that at a basic level, I am capable of fingerpicking. One day. It's by Phil Ochs. It's about West Virginia. From the flat plains of Ohio, we drifted out one day for the southern part of the journey. Underneath the bridge, the Ohio River sang as we headed for the hills of West Virginia. Every verse ends like that. As we headed for the hills of West Virginia. And the red sun of the morning was smiling through the trees, and the darkness of the night was quickly fading. The fog hugged the road like a cloudy, cloudy sea as we drove through the hills of West Virginia. We smoked the tobacco and drank of the wine, and we spoke of the forest we were passing, and the road would wind and wind and wind when we drove through the hills of West Virginia. Among all the wealth of the beauty that we passed, there were many old shacks a-growing older, and we saw the broken bottles a-laying on the grass when we drove through the hills of West Virginia. The Virginia people watched as we went riding by. Oh, proud as a boulder they were standing, and we wondered at each other with a meeting of the eye when we drove through the hills of West Virginia. Once in a while we would stop by the road and gaze at the womb of the valley, almost wishing for a path down below where we stopped in the hills of West Virginia. Up and down and all around we took our restless ride, and the rocks, they were staring cold and jagged, where explosions of the powder had torn away the side where we drove through the hills of West Virginia. Do you know what that verse is about? I do. Thanks to Sir Cost-a-Lot. And the orange sun was falling on the southern borderline, and the shadows of the night were now returning. And we knew the mountains followed us and watched us from behind when we drove from the hills of West Virginia. That's that. I know one guy who lives in West Virginia, and I feel like life in West Virginia is quite different from life in Montreal or in Bangkok. Not so different, but something I've never experienced. I really want to go to West Virginia, and I'd really like to know more people from West Virginia. Not that West Virginia is like this special state in the United States, more special than all others combined. If you're from Ohio and you're like, oh, West Virginia, I mean, Ohio's got nice stuff in it. I totally believe it, so perhaps I should quit while I'm behind and stop talking like West Virginia is. Anyway, I'm intrigued by states that I've never been to, and I'd like to go. suffice it to say. Have a good day.